G'day ladies and gentlemen, in today's video we're going to call out someone who is going out of her way to try and ruin people's lives. And I think it's absolutely outrageous, particularly because you're all guilty of doing it. Yeah, I'm talking about you big creep. Her name is Chloe Reels, and she posts videos of certain men being filmed without them knowing, doing something that I would argue, and I will argue throughout this video, isn't that bad. But first, let's have a look at her Instagram. This is Chloe Reels, 19 years old, God first. Now, I wanted to just quickly click on her link tree or link whatever. What you're here for, 70% off her special website. God first, and thank God for 70% off my special website where you can view the end of my digestive tract. Anyway, here she is. This is the only photo I could find of her without actually having to sign up to her special website for $4.50 for 31 days. So yeah, she's your new favorite Latina, and message her free treat to get a free surprise. But what has she done that's getting everyone a little bit shitty and asking the question, come on, babe, what are you doing that for? Well, she does this. She puts a camera in her back pocket and wears tight pants and films the men who check her out. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into this, I want you to understand her attitude towards this. Before I show you what she's done, this is a screenshot from one of her viral clips that says, if you ever need to be reminded how gross some men are, start recording and put your phone in your back pocket. And I feel like, yes, there are definitely some examples that she shows where there are gross men involved, but a lot of the other ones are just like regular dudes. This video is brought to you by the great people at MH01. MH01 Daily is a premium brain and focus formula designed to support clarity, concentration, and everyday energy. It's a simple 2-a-day capsule that fits into anyone's daily routine. It's subtle, stimulant-free. It's not going to give you the jitters, and that's what I really love about it. And it rolls effortlessly into your everyday self-care lifestyle. And unlike the hyped up nootropics and all that stuff and the energy drinks, this is subtle. This is stimulant free. This slides so ever lovingly into your daily existence. It's fantastic. I use it every single morning when I train, as well as filming videos. I like to use it because it helps me stay locked in and focused. And it's very difficult to find something that actually allows you to do that. It's not like having a pre-workout. You're not as jittery. You're not as much as a mess. You don't have the tingles. It supports your mental focus and alertness, encourages a sense of calm without drowsiness, and helps with feelings of stress. Now, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, TGA, or EFSA. MH01 is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. It is a dietary supplement formulated to support focus, everyday energy, and general well-being. Results may vary between individuals, but personally, it made a real nice difference for me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just for US customers only, and I tell you what, if you click the link right now, you'll get 25% off. You can also use the QR code to get 25% off your first order. Go and support those who support this channel. And now, back to the video. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. If you ever need to be reminded how gross men are, some men are, start recording and put your phone in your back pocket. So there's some guys there. What are they doing? He's looking for too long. Okay, that's a problem. That guy's a bit of a problem. That was way too long, bro. You need to fucking just chill out a little bit. And that was it. That was the entire video. Oh, that poor guy. Like he's a bit of a creeper, having a look for too long, in my opinion. But yeah, it does seem strange that your entire job is getting men to look at you and pay you $4.50, and then you allegedly get creeped out by a dude that looks at you for a total of, let's have a look how long you looked for. Let's get a stopwatch or a timer on the screen. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, bro. I tell you what, if you went to 6 seconds, you'd probably have to go to jail. That was pretty bad. Okay, so there's music in the background. Let's see who we caught. We caught this guy looking at her ass who believes in Jesus. Yeah, well, okay, lady, you can't really talk shit about someone wearing a Jesus t-shirt. You jam yourself on the internet, allegedly, probably. I don't know. I'm not paying $4.50. And you talk about God first. Yeah. So this guy has now got his face everywhere and he might have a family or whatever. And you might argue that he shouldn't be staring at her ass. And I would argue this back. Yeah, but it's there. All right? It's there. Who doesn't, if someone's wearing real tight pants, like casually glance? I'm giving way too much out about myself here, but if you say you don't, you're full of shit. And ladies, if you're watching this and you see a bloke with a bulge, are you going to look? You know, it doesn't matter how old the dude is or attractive the man is or how old or attractive or fat the lady is, right? What matters is you can see it. So you're going to look. Like if I see a lady walk down the street and she bends over and I've done this before, right? She's got a very tight pair of underpants on and you can see her entire butthole, but she's giant and gross and disgusting. You're going to look anyway because that's what people do. That's what I do anyway. Right, the video goes on, and here's another old bloke. He's had the shortest glance. Imagine if that was your dad, and he got caught doing that. And he's there, oh, I just fucking looked for a split second. Shit! This bloke, old mate's 400 fucking meters away, and he's been caught out. What type of Zoom are you filming with? Is this a Google Pixel, you fucking tight pants wearing bitch? So that's what she does. She goes around to the shops and calls out men who slightly look at her ass. Now, as you can see here, this is what she's wearing. She's wearing tight pants. And so, like, maybe it is a bit strange that people are looking at her backside because, like, it's not overly revealing or anything. But maybe, just maybe, they're looking at that camera in your back pocket and going, hey, fuck, please don't film me, lady. I'm at Walmart. And I think the most telling comment, and one by someone we all know, Nick54667, who said, breaking news, men attracted to women, with 114,000 likes. And it's a very fair point. Ladies, if you see an attractive guy, like this lady's probably an attractive lady, if you see, are you going to have a glance? Like, does that mean that you should have your entire life removed? And there's a way to do this. You don't want to stare. If you stare, then there's a problem, all right? You want to glance. It's just a quick, like, ready? Let's pretend, in a crazy, ridiculous world, let's pretend you're attractive, okay? I'm talking to you. And I check you out. I walk past. If I do this, that's bad. But if I do this, that's fine, all right? Do the second one. She has dozens of these videos, so here she goes again. This guy slightly glanced at her. So did that guy. All the dudes are fucking... It looks like dude 1 and 3 were on the phone to each other, letting her know that there was a fucking big dirt box flying through. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it is, like, it's funny to see the glances, but also, like, if you were one of these guys, you'd be like, shit. Like, this is not good. Like, what if you got a family? What if your wife or your partner or someone sees this and then you get a divorce, your family gets, like, is that worth this happening to someone because they slightly glance at someone wearing tight jeans? I don't think so. If you were doing it everywhere you went, and I know these guys are older, like she's like 19, so very, very young, but she's also got an OnlyFans account. So, I mean, what are we arguing about here? And you know what? This is what's crazy about this. Chloe Reels, whatever her fucking name was, she started a trend and it went huge. This lady, Crystal Hins, she did it and she got 4.2 million likes on TikTok with one of these videos. 69 million views. It's a great number. Let's see what happens. And let's see if any of these deserve to be called out for extremely creepy behavior. Because I think that's important here. Because we're laughing, we're having a good time going, old mate had a slight look, like who gives a shit? Let's find out if it's deserved. Okay, this guy. He had a glance. Taking a photo. That's a problem. That's no good. Don't ever do that. I don't know if that's illegal, but it should be. That's incredibly inappropriate and not good. And hopefully, like, this guy is obviously a young dude. Hopefully he learns that lesson very quickly. Okay, he takes a photo. That's not cool. I don't know if you needed to show the other guy. He didn't do it. I think he just sort of looked. Oh, don't show that kid. Okay, I'm going to blur his face. That guy was like, that little dude, it wasn't a guy. It was a little baby boy. That was like he would have been like 7. And he just showed his face on the internet. And what is the point you're saying here? That the dad's looking and he's looking? What if the kid's looking, he's at your ass height? What if he's looking at your fucking phone pointing at him? That's a bit rough. I don't know about that. Oh, a lady. Offensive. Oh, that was a cheeky look. Come on, mate. Old mate he wasn't even looking at you. Old mate was looking at the bargains behind you at the mall, and you've just called him out. Can we confirm or deny that this guy was looking? This bloke, he's not looking either. He's just getting called out. He was looking straight ahead. Old love looked at your ass. That guy, she looked, he looked, divorce. He looked. I want to know from you guys in the comment section, is this appropriate to call someone out for this behavior? Because I imagine this is what people are doing. They're saying, oh, no one should ever be looked at. And it's a strange argument, right? I don't think this Crystal lady, I don't think she has an OF, so it's not the same, but I just feel like calling out little kids is fucking odd. Oh, hang on a second. We've got one at Bunnings Warehouse, which is like Home Depot here in Australia. Great for snags or sausages on bread. I put my phone in my back pocket to see if guys checked me out. This is from Melody Radford. Now let's go to her page and see if you would check her out. She's covered in tats. So that's a lot of guys love girls covered in tats. So maybe you would check Melody out, maybe you wouldn't. Let's have a look. That old lady did. Disgusting. Nice old couple. They didn't look. The brooms. Trying to sweep you off your feet. Yes! All right, spoiler alert. No one was caught. That was a weird video to post. Why would you post that? So I put my phone in my back pocket to catch creeps. Okay, so she's labeled these guys as creeps. Let's see if they are, in fact, creeps. Okay, in our opinion, in my opinion. That guy slightly looked at you, so he's now a creep. Okay, that guy. Okay, that's a double look. Can't be doing double looks, brother. Come on. And what happened here? Oh! Hey! You can't be taking photos of people, mate. That's fucking gross. Although she is filming him, but that's not the same. It's a weird thing to do. It just is. But yeah, don't take photos of girls' asses in the shops, you fucking weirdo. Allegedly, if that's what he did. I don't know if it is. Okay, we've got another lady here. It never fails when I put my camera in my back pocket. I wonder if they're looking at the camera. Probably not. She's got tights on or leggings, whatever you want to call them. I mean, there's just... Like, is this a problem, ladies? Let me know. Are you actually upset if dudes look at your ass at the shops? Like, I know, you know, there's probably some very unsightly people that are, and there is in these videos, that are looking at your bum, but you can't pick and choose, right? You can't like give people a free pass to stare at your bum and other people don't get that free pass. It's the same, but the same goes for men. Like, ladies, if you want to look at my ass for whatever strange reason, you can look at my hairy little carpet ass if you really want to. It's not good. It's awful. In fact, it's broken. It's got a crack in it. Okay, now let's have a look at what's happening here. So she's got a big old boot dirt box. She looks like she's had some sort of BBL, and she's got a phone in the back pocket. So this bloke looks at a bum. She knows that he's trying to look at a bum. That's a creepy look. You don't do fucking these ones and look at it and go, can't be doing that. That bloke looked for a split second. He's smiling at it. You can't smile at it. Oh, he's telling his mate, look at this fucking ass. Jesus Christ. Oh, mate, the sneakiest. Oh, these poor people. Putting my phone in the back pocket at church. Okay. Do we think there will be 0 people staring at this woman's backside? Let's find out. Oh, the big fella up the front. Old love's having a look. She's having a big old look. Everyone's having a look. But the power of Christ compels you. Look at that taint. I can smell it from here. No one's really... Old love, I think she's looking at you up and down like, oh, you know... Okay, no, he's... I don't know. You know what I know? I know that this is not just an issue that affects women. I get my bulge checked out all the time. And you know what I decided to do? I decided to strap my camera to my dick. And I filmed everything that happened. Let's see if anyone looked at it.
Hey. Oh, good. I gotta go.
Yeah, you got a hug on you, don't you, boy? I want to see that hug. Hot dog in my mouth.
Isaac, mate, what's going on? Is that your fucking cock? It's fucking small. It's fucking tiny, mate. You sure that's a fucking dick?
Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Thank you very much for watching this video. Peace in the Middle East. Big stinks. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye-bye.